The best part of Mexico is Cuba. We're just getting ready to leave the Delta, and I was thinking Sandra Pena said, I thought you followed the blueprint. And I don't really make that many blueprint videos. I used to. All my call-outs have been blueprint videos, of course. And the reason why, I mean, I tell people to follow the blueprint. And the reason why is it's our rituals are part of what connects us as a community, Sandra Pena. And so the more rituals that we obey, the better we show how we're connected. Connectivity. It's very busy at the dog park today. Everybody has a day off, evidently. So happy New Year. So yeah, like I obey a lot of other rituals. I don't follow them all. I've done them all. I've done the 40 and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Though my 40 and 3 actually might even count as a 40 and 2. And I think that's far enough. And that's kind of why I didn't do the 100 malt liquor video challenges. Is that's I'm just not. I just not built that way. I just can't do it. I think that part of following on the blueprint is to ensure that people who don't quite know what they're doing yet have a format to follow, and then they could learn by doing the basics. And then once you got the basics down pat, like then the sky's the limit. Really, you can do whatever you wanted, as long as you don't suck. But here's actually one of the things I was thinking about. So since in the last, I was looking at my videos, and also I've watched my weight fluctuate over the years, and you can tell, like, during the times, like, especially like in the summer when I'm out at the river all the time, and every time I go to the river, I bring a beer or two, and throughout the day, I have I'd probably have less calories than I should have throughout the day. Pretty steadily over the last several months, and but then I did some research on how many calories are on a 40, and I think it's probably over half of the calories that I consume. But I don't know. It's just my amateur opinion. So I think that if I did if I got home and did a 40 and 10, okay, baby, okay, I would be more likely to have another 40 after that. And not that sometimes I don't, but most of the times I don't. So a lot of times, I actually it's true, I'll get 3 videos out of a 40. And then so I have got an evening of thinking, an evening of drinking. I've had almost 4 beers, the equivalent of almost 4 beers, and that seems like enough. That's enough in the belly. Because it is a danger, one of the dangers of our communities, and one of the danger signs that somebody's not paying attention to the effects that our community is having on them is watching people pack on pounds. And this isn't a good hobby for somebody that lacks self-control or self-awareness. If you put on 10, 28 extra pounds, if you visibly watch that happen, but you don't adjust how you act, you're just completely ignoring your health. Your body is not a temple. Your body should be a temple. So that's why I appreciate the blueprint. I follow it occasionally. I was actually the 25 videos in 2016 challenge are of course all going to be blueprint videos, and I think that's enough. I think 25 that'll almost kind of max out how many blueprints. I'm sure I didn't do 25 classic MLVs this last year, so I think 25 would be a good number and enough. If I cranked out 100, I think that would be it would be fun. Yeah, probably funny and a little bit witty, but I doubt, like, I'd say like anything that I would find mentally emotionally valuable afterwards. I wouldn't be looking back on that and re-listening to my words and thinking about them again over time. And that's the true value for me of making videos, is I'm hoping to say something that's important to me. And so years later, I could look back on that and agree or disagree or throw a couple years more of perspective on it, which is pretty amazing, man. If you share your thoughts, I mean, I guess that's why people do journals, but like, if you could actually watch yourself thinking about something and you're voicing it out loud, you look back on that years later, you'd be amazed at how you perceive yourself. Especially if your appearance changes over time. Like, sometimes I'm looking at myself as like the younger Earl, but really not that long ago. But like, I don't look the same way as I do now, and so sometimes, like, when I'm looking at myself, I find myself almost being outside of the conversation. Like, I'm listening to a guy talk. I'm not listening to my thoughts. I'm listening to this guy talk. I'm like, do I agree with this guy or not? One particular video I made, I totally disagree with what I said back then. But back then I believed it. But time has proven that to be inaccurate and an excellent lesson, because I believed a certain thing because of what the people around me were saying. I was like, well, they seem like they know, so I'm going to kind of adopt what they think and some of their actions. And looking back on this particular thing, I think I wasted about $700 thinking this particular thing they were talking about was the truth. All right, Sandra Pina, I'll talk to you later. It's nice to talk to you.